Hey everybody, Tim Norris here, aka GreyElephant.
And Carmen Norris.
Welcome to a playthrough by GreyElephant Gaming. What are we playing?
Today we're playing Dice Forge.
That's right. Now some of you have probably already saw the video that we already had posted. Unfortunately, there were some errors in that video. So instead of just being content and saying, hey, is that good enough? Is that good enough?
That is not good enough.
It is not good enough. We need to refilm this game and do it correctly. Thank you to our loyal viewers who pointed out the error. Now, for you new guys, this is going to be something special. Let's explain the premise a little bit. We are mortals brought forth by the gods to be put forth into a contest. In this contest, we are given 2 dice. We can now give offerings to the gods, and they will give us things in return to be able to craft our dice and make them special. And we can also...
then we can go to the islands of the gods, and we use portals to jump from one feat to the next.
Yes, and whoever has the most victory points at the end of the game becomes...
a demigod.
A demigod. I'm feeling good about this.
Hercules.
All right, so we're going head to head to see who becomes a demigod. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, here we are. We're going to be playing Dice Forge. Now, we did have an error in our other video, so we decided that it is only best to try to refilm this. Now, we've got everything all set up, so Carmen and I can re-battle. And this time, I have a feeling this time now we will hit our 100-pointers.
We've never played with these rules, so this is going to be an...
So, I'll show you where we made our error in our last video. Of course, I am joined by my beautiful bride, Carmen.
Hi.
She teaches fun. All right, so here's what we're going to be doing is this is a series of steps, and I'll show you exactly where we made our error before because of the way it's interpreted in the rule book was a little bit different than what I interpreted it as. Thanks to one of our loyal viewers who pointed it out, and I thought it only appropriate we'll just refilm this whole thing and make sure we get it right. Now, I am first player. So right off the bat, what we do is we each take Divine Blessings. Now in a 2-player game, we roll these 2 times. In a 3 or 4-player game, we would only roll them 1 time. So we roll them twice, and then we just collect whatever resources that appear on there. So in that case, I got 2 gold, and once again, I got 2 gold. So now I have a total of 7 gold. So my options are is I could go up here and make an offering to the gods and give them some of my gold, and then they will, you know, bless me by giving me things in return. Now, the deal is that here's the cost of what each of them are, and here are the benefits that you can craft onto your dice. The thing is, though, is that I can't buy 2 of the exact same. For instance, I can't spend 4 money and grab both these 3 golds, all right? The other thing is I could come down here and perform a feat. Now, to be able to perform a feat, I need to have either sun shards or moon shards. Now, they are on our starting dice. I just didn't happen to roll any. And here are the costs for the feats. You will either tame monsters or you're going to obtain artifacts. Given the fact all I have is gold, I think I will make an offering up here to the gods. So I have 7 total. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab this one. No. I'm going to grab this one right here, which will give me...
I always grab that one.
2 money and also 1 moon shard. And then I'm going to grab this one right here and drop it on the ground so you guys didn't see it. And that would give me the possibility of rolling in an additional sun shard. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to craft these by just popping off the side of the die that was already there, putting the new one on by pressing it in. It's just like Legos. It works really well. And then I'm going to pop this one on right here.
And
dude,
just like Legos, they can get stuck.
And look at that. I did that with 1 hand. Just like with the power of Grayskull. Okay, now we'll go over to Carmen.
Spend your gold.
You always got your eyes on me, don't you? So now I'm going to explain. If I had enough sun shards, I could spend 2 to take an additional action. However, I don't have enough sun shards, plus I don't have any other resources to do anything with. Here is where we made the mistake. This would end my turn because I am the active player. Now it would go to Carmen, and she is the active player. And now it makes more sense why first player does start with more gold because now you get to re-roll. So what we do now, because Carmen is the active player, each of us, once again, we re-roll our dice. So I get 1 moon shard and 1 money, and a sun shard and a money. So there we go. And then Carmen, what did you get, sweetheart?
I got a moon shard and a money.
All right.
Twice.
Now Carmen is going to take her turn as the active player, and then it would end at the end of this round.
All right. Well, I was hoping to get this, but...
which technically you can.
I can get that. I have 8 money, but I'm thinking it's better to get more of the sides of the dice covered and more gold. So I'm going to take this this. That's
Whoa,
5.
7, 5.
Then I'm going to take this.
6, 7, 8. Look at you go,
Get
girl.
3 sides of my dice.
Yeah, that's a good idea. A real good idea.
And that will spend all of my gold. Now I do have moon shards I could try to use next turn or something.
Okay, so Carmen is crafting her dice. She's putting her new ones on. What we do now is we move the little turn marker. We will play a total of 9 rounds by doing this. The turn marker does not say that it changes. So I believe it sticks with always this player here. And so I will, once again, we will go back into the Divine Blessing, which means we will both roll our dice and we will start
obtaining forever crafting.
You're fine, honey. Don't you worry about that. I'm just explaining things. And then we will once again obtain the goods of whatever we do roll off our newly crafted dice. So, are you ready, honey? Let's do this thing. So, I'm really good at rolling 1 golds. And I got 2 victory points and another gold. So, I didn't get any of my good stuff that I crafted.
I got my good stuff.
Ah, well, good for you. So here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to head back up here and grab some more items off of this. Just because like what Carmen said, I mean, it's like, you know, the more you craft as quickly as you can, the better chances are you're going to be able to get, you know, those items to appear. So I'm going to grab this 4 money. And then I'm tempted to grab the 3 money, but didn't I already grab like a higher money once?
I don't think you did.
No, I did not. Yeah. My goodness. So I will. I'll just grab the 3 money. So I grab a 4 money and a 3 money, and that will cost me all of my gold. And then we will go over to see what Carmen does. But before she does that, I need to craft these bad boys because we're going to get to do our... Oh, God. That one. On there. Look at that. That is finger power, baby. I do finger exercises like... You have to do quite a few of those to play this sometimes. Now, it does say you can use the old one to pry the old... Or the new one to pry the old one off. I've not been able to successfully really do that. All right, are you ready?
That's what I usually do.
So now we do our Divine Blessing again because I am done. Yeah, I know. We're not used to playing like... We're not used to playing by the rules. So, this is, you know, going to probably catch us off guard the entire game. So, all right, look at that jazz. Finally got some good stuff rolling. 1, 2, 3.
Gold, man.
Oh, well, good for you. I am so happy you got lots of gold.
Okay, well, I knew what I was going to do before I rolled more gold. I was going to use these, and I was going to go ahead and grab one of those hammers because those hammers use gold.
They do.
But considering that I have so much, I mean, I could still do that. But I have enough to get more than one side of my dice, so I think I will go ahead and do that. I will grab this one for 8. And this one for 2.
You're getting all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. All the good stuff.
So this is why it is actually more beneficial to go second. Now we know why.
Well, you should have more for the beginning of your next turn because...
You're buying all the good stuff. Just say it. Just say it.
I am the second player, so I get all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Okay, let's move our little marker to round 3, and let's do our Divine Blessings.
Right.
So I got 1 of each. And roll again. And 1. And 1. I got some decisions to make on my turn. Well, here's what I think I'm going to do. I am going to move down to here first. And I'm going to perform a feat. So I'm not going to buy from up here. I'm actually going to perform a feat. And I think I'm going to grab one of these forges. So we're going to attach that there. So the way this works is that I put my little marker on there. Now anytime I roll gold, I have the option of either putting the gold onto my player board or moving this marker up instead. Now that did cost me 1 moonstone, so we'll move that down. That would be the end of my turn typically. But here's what I'm thinking. I might just spend 2 sun shards and take an additional turn.
You better. I'll take everything. I'll take it all.
And I am going to do that. So I'm going to spend 2. And I am going to take an additional turn. And what I am thinking about doing is I'm actually thinking about just staying right there. I'm going to spend an additional moonstone. And now I'm going to take this bad boy. And I am going to extend my forge. Well, my resource area. Like that. my board doesn't want to sit flat, so it's always at a funky angle. So that gave me 2 victory points towards the end of the game, plus now my board has been extended. And then now I've got this bad boy. I think that was a pretty good turn. So, all right, that is it for me, because you can only do this extra action one time. So now we go basically to Carmen, but before we do, well, we do this again. I'm totally not used to this. It's blowing my mind, man. Playing by the rules is weird, man. It's just wacky. So 1 gold and 1 sun. All right, now Carmen will take her turn.
Here's my problem. My problem is I want that stuff. But if I go there and I put my marker here, then Tim gets bumped over here. He gets another divine blessing, and I don't want to give him nothing. So I'm thinking, first of all, I will spend my
I'll be honest. I really think that you're going to regret if you don't. And the reason I say that is because you're getting to where you're going to be too far away from taking advantage of these as much as you can, because your dice are getting super powerful already, and you're going to start losing out on resources if you don't extend or do something.
My dice are getting super powerful because I'm getting all the stuff. All right, so I'm going to grab that, and now I can spin my sun shards and go again. Now the question is, do I spin my sun shards and go again and bump Tim? Or do I spin my sun shards and I go over here and I take something from over here?
There you go. I crafted one of yours.
Because I do have 3 moon shards, so I could take either one of these cards. Those are good cards, too. Okay. Well, I will definitely go again. And I will go here. I'm going to give you a 4.
Okay, what color is that one? Yellow? Okay. So the way that... What are you doing?
I keep the card, right?
Yeah.
So what is that? That's
okay, so you flip
3.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then basically the way this works is that it comes with this... I now have to craft this onto one of my dice. Whenever I roll this side, I get the choice of either a sun shard or a moon shard. However, Carmen...
I get to choose between a sun shard, a moon shard, or 3 victory points.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I get stuff when Tim rolls.
Yeah,
so
but I get stuff
cool.
too, so at least it's something, I guess.
I was going to go for the deer.
A deer? A female
Which
deer?
actually probably would have been smarter, because then I would still have moon shards in order to go over here. But we'll just see what happens, right?
All right, let's move our little marker. We're at round 4, and we take our dice, and we fight. All right, so I get 3 money, 1, 2, 3, and 1 moonstone. And 2 money, and a sun, and a moonstone. All right, we're cooking with gas. Okay, so now if I get extra money, I'll just move this thingy up. But I'm thinking, do I want to grab more creatures, or do I... let's do this. Let's move over to here, and let's get this bad boy.
Oh, no.
All right, so this is Goaty McGoathead, and what he does is just like with the pig, the battle pig, I get to take one of these 2. Now, I'll explain kind of how this works. I want this one right here. So what this... I wanted that one. What this does now is I'm going to... Actually, I probably want to craft it on the other one now that I think about it, because, yeah. So we're going to put it on this one. And now what happens is that when I roll my dice, if I roll a sun shard... Okay, let's say if this is what I rolled, then I would get the 5 victory points. However, let's say if I rolled that, then I would get the 2 sun shards. Does that make sense?
It is
It's a little confusing, but it's really powerful and awesome. So, all right, so that would essentially end my turn, unless I wanted to cheat and keep my sun shards, which I don't think that would be appropriate on camera. So now we go back into the Divine Blessing. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. So, all right, so now I'm going to just get 1 on there and 1 moonstone. And I did roll your pig, hun. So, and I'm going to take another sun shard for that. Actually, you know what? Yes, I will take a sun shard. So you get your choice now between a sun, a moon, or 3 victory points.
Man.
We'll see what she does when we come back.
Gosh, I have so many choices. So many choices. I could spend my 5 gold and get a good another. I love this one. I get this one every game. I love that one. Or I could go and grab the forge like I wanted last time.
If you keep putting it off, you're going to regret it.
I think I'm gonna need to spin these, otherwise I'm gonna run out of room for them. So
well, not if you go here, and if you take that, then you'd be safe.
True. I think I'm just gonna spin these.
2, 3.
I'll go over and I'll bump you. Look at that.
Giving me a divine blessing, huh?
And then I'm gonna take this.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You knew I was going to grab it my next turn if you didn't, So I got one sun
you
shard.
didn't roll a pig.
No, I didn't roll a pig. I'm sorry.
So I've got my other moon shards on here.
I'm not sure if we properly explained what happens or not, but anytime you oust somebody from their island, then basically they go back to this center area, and then they get to roll both of them, and they gain a divine blessing. Yeah. So I got to re-roll both my dice again.
Okie dokie.
Carmen's crafting her stuff. I'm going to move this up to round 5 while she attaches her new one onto there.
See how many ones I've got left.
I don't have a whole lot either. So now we go back to divine blessings. So I get 1 and 1.
This landed on a blue shard, and then it flipped over when this bumped into it. So I guess it counts as the 2 points, right?
Why would it not? That's the side it's on. That's
weird.
How dice do.
It was weird, man.
Yeah, that's what dice do. They just bump into each other and roll around and do stuff. And then I get 1 gold, which I'll push over to there. Okay. So, let's see. I've got 6 now of these.
Look, I rolled my special thing.
You did, and I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Not. So what I'm thinking, I am going to move over to here onto this island, and now I have the capacity to take this big boy right here.
Ooh.
So what he does is he allows you to roll both your dice 2 times, and if you get any of now you get to keep whatever resources you roll as well, right? And then, but if you want, you can convert.
I believe so.
But if you want, you can convert any of the moon or sun shards into 2 victory points. I'm going to double check that real fast just before, because we've already screwed up once. I don't want to screw up again.
Guy here.
What's he say? He's the number 6 moon shard.
Here he is. He's the sentinel. Receive 2 divine blessings in a row. Each time you gain one or that, you may choose not to add them.
Right.
So you can keep them if you want to.
Or you can get the victory points.
Or you can get the victory points.
So if I wanted to, that would be 4 victory points, but I'm going to take these instead. And I'm going to go again. And then 4 total money, which I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now I've got a choice. Do I want to take another turn, or do I just want to call it quits? I think I'm going to take another turn. So 1, 2. And I'm now going to move from here, and I'm going to go down to here, and I'm going to take this one right here. That gives me 3 gold and 3 moon shards. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 and move up on that as well. And that's a one-time effect again. And that would essentially end my turn now. So we'll go to Carmen. So basically, let's roll our dice. All right, so I get 1 of each. And then I'll move up twice on this. And then, are you banking over there or what?
Yeah, I rolled shards twice.
Nice, man. All right, so Carmen, let's see what she's got up her sleeve. Ooh, she's got a 5 and a 5. I think I know what she's doing.
I have 5 and 5, and I always go for this thing. It's 5 and 5, 26 points. But it's early in the game, and I can always get that again, you know? So I think I should probably use it for something else. I will go over here and grab this forge, or is that the forge?
Yes.
Yeah. So
you got your token.
Yeah, put my token here.
Okay, so that cost you 1 moonstone.
Now I still have a lot of stuff left I could do. I'm thinking I'll definitely go again, so it's going to cost me 2 sun shards. And now I'm thinking I will probably get another side of the die. And for 6, I should probably get this one because that's going to allow me to roll gold. which is going to let me move this up. So I will just do that. That leaves me with 1. Now I have an awful lot of stuff left still, but I guess
you can't go again though.
Yeah, I know. I've made my decision, so that's it.
Yeah, I think you should have just, and when you used your extra turn, instead of taking a sided die, you should have extended your board, because I think that might come back to bite you.
Yeah, it probably will.
Because you're getting really powerful on your dice. So we will move this to round 6, and we go back into our Divine Blessing phase. Are we ready? And I rolled mine right off the table. I'm really good about rolling things off the table. Hang on, guys. And it's back in my hand. Okay. And then that gives me another moon. So I go again. And I got 4 money, so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Hit it. And that gives me now 10 points. So I'll move that up right to there. Alright, so now I am at 6 and 6. I think I can do some stuff with that. So what I'm going to do is move up to here. And I am going to now take advantage of this guy again. And I'm going to roll both my dice and apply their effects. Now that was all my moon shards, so we'll move them down just like that. Let's come on, baby. And I got a moon shard and a money, so we're going to move this up again. If I make it up there a second time, I get 15 points. And a moon shard. And a sun and a moon. Alright, so now I'm going to spend 2 of my sun shards. And I'm going to take an additional action, which I've got 5 now that I can do. So I'm going to move over to here, and I'm going to take this right here. Now what this does is I get to craft this question mark to one of my dice. It allows me to basically copy any face of any other die that has been rolled. So basically, as we're both doing our Divine Blessing, if I roll this, I can say, hey, yeah, stop! I got this, and I want to see what you got. So, plus it's worth 10 points. So.
Does it let you copy your other die or only mine?
I believe any that you roll. So I'm going to pop this bad boy off there. We're going to pop that one back on there. And now, that would be it for me. So we, oh, wait. Maybe I should spin those first before I cheat. Now we do our thing. You ready? And I got 4 and then 2 sun shards.
There we go.
What did you do?
I rolled.
I did mine as well. So,
but
1, 2,
I was
3,
maxed
4.
out, so I only got 1.
I told you, didn't I? And I did roll your board, just so you know. So I'll move that up 1, and then I'm going to take a sun shard.
I took a sun shard.
Okay.
With a boar.
All right, that's it. So we'll go over and see what Carmen's going to do.
I got 5 and 5 again. I'm gonna do this. It's just grab it.
Might as well, right?
Da-da-da-da.
So I'll move you down on both your things. So
And that's it for my turn then.
Yep. It was a heroic feat, though. You have to admit.
It was heroic.
Right.
I've tamed the Hydra.
Here we go. So 2 money. So 1, 2,
Oh my goodness.
and then 1 and 1. Man, you got it. Oh, wow, look at you go, girl. And then 3 money and 1. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 money. All right. So, are you ready? Let's see. So I've got 3 that I could get. So I'm going to go over to here, and I'm going to take the pig. Now you got to craft the pig now.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And that cost me all 3. 1, 2, 3 of those. Now I am going to spend 2 of my sun shards again so that I could take an additional action. I've got 3 sun shards left. I think with that, I'm going to swing down to here, and I am going to take this guy, which is going to allow me now, each round, I can exchange 3 gold for 4 victory points. So we'll see if that ends up benefiting me. So that's all of my actions, and now we will go over to our Divine Blessing again. Yes. And, oh, look at that. So I get 2 sun shards. I should have spent my 1. I'm sorry on that guy, and I forgot. So, and then I've got 1 gold, so I'll just move this up. And then I've got 4 gold, which will now finish this off. This card is done, and I got an additional 15 points. So we'll move that to there for 10. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move it up again, right? Did I do it right? 5. Yeah. Let's move it back. Make sure I did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a starter right here. So then I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, moves it up, and then it moves up again, right? So it should have been 33 because I was at 10. Yeah, that would make more sense. Okay, and then I did roll your pig again as well. So what do you want?
Oh, that's tough. I could get 3. Am I rolling again? I'm confused as to where we are.
You should have rolled twice just now, that's all.
No, are you the active player? Okay, I am the active player, and I took the 3 points for when Tim rolled my piggy. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and move here and grab this for 4 moon shards. It's going to give me that to use in the future, which hopefully, because I'm having trouble getting sun shards. So.
Yeah.
And that will leave me with 1 moon shard, and that will be the end of my turn, and this gets flipped over.
So did you explain what that does?
It's going to let me apply this after I roll my dice. I can apply it to any one die roll, and it's
pretty cool.
Times 2, double it.
All right, we've just got 2 more rounds left, counting the one we're on. Let's go to our divine thingy-mabob, and I still keep rolling like just generic stuff, man. This game's just, it be hating on me. Look at that, twice in a row, too. Ugh, it hating on me. All right,
I'm trying to decide if I should take the double, because I rolled to 2.
Tough choices.
I won't.
You won't. Look at her go.
Oh,
look at you, 7.
7?
Nice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you haven't, oh, did you already get the 10 points once?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, man, you're gonna catch me on that.
I could take the double now and move it up 4 more.
Oh, you still got another round though, so I don't know. Plus, I mean, you're gonna be rolling again. There's a great chance you're gonna get it anyway. So, what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna use my master. I'm gonna spend 3 gold. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna get 4 victory points. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I have some choices. Choice number 1, I'm going to stay exactly where I am at. I'm going to grab the second master.
No.
So now I'm going to be able to do that twice. Now I'm going to spend 2 shards to be able to go again. That's going to put me at 3. I've got 3 and 3. What should I grab? I'm going to stay right where I'm at. I'm going to spend an additional 1. And I'm going to grab this one, which is going to give me 3 money back. 1, 2, 3, and 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that was a grand idea, to be honest with you. He's only worth 2 points. Yeah, you know what? I don't like that idea at all. So give me that back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
If both of those weren't gone, I think it would have been a better move. What I'm going to do instead is I think I'm going to move over to here, and I'm going to take an owl. And what the owl does is that I'm just going to have my choice of any one of these resources that I want. So he only costs 2. So, all right, and that would end my turn. So now we go to our blessings again. So, all right, so 4 money.
I rolled a piggy.
And so did I. We both rolled the pig. So I'm going to take a sun shard, and then I'm going to take 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then...
I don't know what I want. I'll take a sunshine.
Okay. Again, I rolled your pig a second time, which did not benefit me in the slightest.
I rolled a piggy too!
Are you serious? Wow. That is absolutely crazy. All right. Well, we'll see what Carmen ends up deciding to do.
I took sun shards for when I rolled a pig and for when Tim rolled the pig so that I could have 6, because I'm going to spend them now. And move over to here and grab this.
Oh, nice.
This allows me to roll 1 dice 4 times, and each time I roll gold, it can be converted into a victory point, but doesn't have to be, right?
No, it doesn't have to be.
Okay. All right. You know what? I don't know which dice has more gold on it. Let's see. I've got each time I roll. That's only got 3 gold on it. That's it. Okay. This has more gold, so we'll do this one. 1.
So you can do both. You understand what I'm saying? So you can move that up, finish that.
So that's 15 points.
There you go. And now the other 3 can go to victory points if you want. And why wouldn't you at this stage of the game?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 2. Oh,
yay!
No!
The pig!
Oh, what am I gonna... I guess I'll take this. Wait, hold on. Let me think about this. What do I want? Yeah, I'll take a sun shard.
Okay.
Okay.
So you got 2 more rolls. Look at you! Nice! Wow, that really has been paying off for you.
1 moon shard.
Not bad at all.
All right.
And then you're all done because you don't have any sun shards. So
yeah, and you know what? I still haven't used that.
You could have done that if you wanted. You should have probably done that when you did your gold roll.
4 gold.
Yeah,
and just
give yourself 4 more points. I mean, that's up to you. I don't know, because I know if it backfires later on this last round, you'll be mad at me. So
I mean, on the next round, I could still get. Yeah, I don't know. I'll save it, I guess, and we'll see what I roll.
Okay. All right, this is the last round. Let's see what happens. So I got a moon and a sun.
I rolled a pig again.
Yes!
Oh my goodness.
So I'm going to have to think about what I want for the pig, because that's a big deal. I am going to take a moon shard for the pig. Okay.
I took a sun shard.
And I rolled the pig.
So did I.
I'm going to mimic your double sun shard with that, and then I am going to take... Oh, God. I don't know what I want to take for the pig. I need a second on that one, I think, because... Oh... So many options. Head split. I'm going to take another sun shard.
I used my doubler. Wait. No, I didn't use my doubler. I used my pig to choose a sun shard. Got it, okay? Are
you all done then?
Yep.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking I would like to do. I'm going to move down to here, and I'm going to spend my... Oh, I'm sorry. First, I want to activate these things. So I'm going to take... I guess another sun shard, and then I'm going to cash in both of these guys for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to get 8 victory points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Now I'm going to move down here. I am going to spend 1 sun shard.
Yeah, that stinks.
To be able to take this, which gives me 3 money and 3 victory points. So I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3.
Moon shards.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, thanks. Now, I'm very tempted. This guy, he just ain't worth as much. So I am going to spend my 2. I am going to oust you.
Did you,
I haven't taken 2 turns yet. No,
okay.
I haven't done it yet.
You ousted me, so that means I roll.
That means you roll. Okay.
Okay.
No big deal. And I am going to take the Hydra. And I'm going to spend 5 and 5. So that was all that. And that takes me down to there. That's it for me. So now we go to our Divine Blessings again. Ready? So I did roll the pig.
I have nothing left to do, man.
And then I'll just take a sun shard, I guess. And then 1 and 1. All right. I
rolled a pig.
Oh, you did? I'll just take another sun shard. I don't know what it matters at this point for me, but... Alright, you got to use your doubler now. Well, I take that back. You don't have to. And you're going to understand why I say that. Don't use it.
Yeah.
There you go, because you might be able to get him. So, alright, Carmen, think about your turn. Think about if you want to use your doubler. We're going to turn the camera off. Give her some time. Okay, guys?
Yeah, I don't have
Carmen,
a lot left.
When you rolled the pig, yeah. I should have taken the victory points. I forgot you could get. I thought it was gold for some dumb reason. So, anyways, I just wanted to point that out.
Okay. Yeah, Tim took a lot of stuff that would have given me options, such as those. So all I've got really left to do is go over here. I'm gonna oust you.
So I get to roll. Come on, give me victory points. Damn!
He rolled a pig.
I rolled the damn pig! Ah! I hate my life.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, whatevs.
All right, so I'm going to do this again.
This is where you got to get your biggest die. If you can get that 6.
This is the one that has 2.
Oh, you don't. The 6 money ain't out, is it? Oh, too bad. Yeah. Come on, sweetie. This is where you need your doubler. There you go.
3.
Double it, and you get 6 victory points.
Well, should I double it, or should I wait till I roll a 4?
I don't know. It's up to you. You may not ever roll the 4, so...
2, 3...
I love your gamble. I love your gambling spirit
2,
if you do
3.
it.
No, I didn't do it.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
So this is gone then.
What if I don't roll gold at all the rest
Oh, yeah.
of it?
And that could very well happen. Well, there you go. You got 3 more.
again.
Look at you. Man, nicely done. He's given you 17 points so far.
Uh-oh. Here we go. That's useless.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Come on, another shard, please. Oh, my
3.
God. How is that even possible? All right. So
Okay.
now what we do, guys, is just flip this over real
Look
fast.
at that, without even adding my cards yet. Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So Carmen has 78 points right now on her player board, and now she's going to add up all her points that she collected from cards. And we'll come back, and we will tell you who is the Grandmaster, or actually will become a demigod.
Yes.
All right, we're all done. I had a total of 125 points. Carmen?
136.
Well done, hon. Great job. Great job. And you know what? We were really close. I mean, 125, that's only 11-point difference. That could have went any direction. And truthfully, your last turn, by rolling that, that's what won you the game. Do you realize
I rolled
that?
so many of those.
Yeah, you did 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got 12 points off of that. Plus the ogre himself. So that was a total of 20 points you got off of that, which was pretty phenomenal. Great work. Well, we hope this gave you guys a great understanding. Just real quick, I want to show you these other. Now, in a 2-player game, you take out some of the tokens so they don't go onto the board.
I've got some over here.
Up over here. No, just you had... Are those extras that came off? Oh, yeah, these are extras. I'm sorry. So there's extra piggies. There's extra little, there's a 6 money one. And then there's all kinds of extra cards that you can actually put out onto the board that you guys didn't see as well. But we're going to talk a little bit more about that in our review portion. So, well, that solves that. I'm not quite the demigod as I thought I was, even though I defeated the Hydra, but you defeated the Hydra.
Turns out I'm Hercules.
Hercules. That was so much fun playing it the correct way.
Yeah, it was.
It totally made more sense.
It made a lot more sense because there were a couple of times where I needed the extension and I didn't have that extension, so that hurt me. Whereas in previous games, it didn't really hurt because we weren't rolling the dice often enough. So
do you know what's crazy is that I know I'm jumping a little bit ahead of myself, and I'm sorry, but I already loved this game. And this just made me love it even more.
We loved the game before we even played it correctly. That's amazing. And that's why we filmed it over, because it was worth it.
Yeah.
If it was a bad game, we might not have corrected ourselves.
Let's talk a little bit about this game, because we did do some things, even though we did play incorrectly in our previous games. We still did a few things a little bit slightly different. You went for very high-cost, powerful sides of your dice, and you forged, and that really seemed to pay off for you.
That was awesome. I was rolling the gold all the time.
Well, and you did on your very first turn. You bought 3 sides immediately. 3
sides. I wanted to get rid of the ones. The ones, they just kill you, man.
Yeah, they do. They do, and I rolled those a lot. So I think that benefited you. I think that was a very smart play on your part.
Instead of getting one expensive one, which I could have done, I got 3 sides to get rid of those ones.
Yeah, and that really played off big. Now, I was hoping that I was going to be able to take that end island over and just wipe out all them cards so you wouldn't even have a choice. But that last turn you took with the Cyclops was humongous,
you
man.
had wiped out other cards. There were a lot of times when I didn't have a choice because he had already taken the cards.
That was part of my strategy, was actually to not even focus on forging my dice, and you let the cards forge my dice more so.
For you.
That's what I was trying to go for.
Right.
It obviously didn't work out for me, but that was my strategy, was to not allow you to have as many options around the islands. And it almost paid off, because
I thought that it was going to work. I was starting to get kind of frustrated that there were turns where I felt like I really wasn't accomplishing anything because, well, Tim took that card and now there's none left,
And you've got to admit, if not for that amazing last turn you took and rolling the gold as much as you did, and you saved your ×2 token smartly, that paid off for you at the very end, because if you wouldn't have rolled a single gold, I would have won by 1 point. You realize that?
if I wouldn't have rolled a single gold. But, I mean...
Well, but I'm just saying it could have happened.
It could have, but my dice had 3 sides, and, you know...
It could have happened.
Luck came into play, because even though my dice did have 3 sides that had gold on it, I rolled that same side over and over
3 times.
again.
You rolled it 3 times. Yeah. That was pretty awesome. So, yeah, that was cool. And, you know, luck is a part of this game, but you have to understand that's what's... It's dice forge. So anytime it's got dice in the title, you have to understand. But you can mitigate your luck by playing smart and crafting your dice like you did.
Exactly. I have had games where I felt like luck was affecting me a lot. And then, you know, when I get to the end of the game and I realize, well, the reason luck was affecting me that much was that I left a bunch of 1s on my die or I did something stupid like that. So really, I feel like if you play smart, it's gonna wash out in the end. You're not gonna have luck affect you that much. I mean, like, even this game, I thought luck affected me because Tim kept taking 2 of the cards when I couldn't, you know, buy them yet. But no, it was fine.
You went for the dice, and I tried to be Pac-Man and gobble up as many cards. And I don't know at the end of the game, but I'd like to count that real quick just to see. You ended up having, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards.
6 cards?
I ended up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards to your 6.
Wow, big difference there.
Is that right? I mean,
unbelievable.
No, you had 7, but still, because you got your other one over there for the forge. But still, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I had 6 more cards than you, and you still was able to pull out the win. That's
surprising, because in previous games, it's usually whoever gets the most cards that wins, to be honest.
What I do find fun about that is that my strategy was to gobble those up.
Yeah.
And it almost paid off.
It almost did.
Yeah, that last turn dictated it, I really do feel, and that's awesome.
I really thought that, oh man, he took the master. Is that the one that changes your gold into victory points?
2 of them. I took 2 of them.
And so I didn't have a chance to use the master, and I thought that was it. Yeah. I thought once he took both of those, that was it. I wasn't, but I changed my rolls into victory points instead. So there you go.
You played very smart. I mean, I'll give it to you. You did very smart. Now let's talk about the review of the game and stop worshiping you over how awesome you are at Dice Forge.
I am a demigod. I mean,
you are
right. Like half worship or something. How does that work?
My wife's a demigod. Don't forget that. Wonder Woman. So let's talk about the theme of the game a little bit, all right? The theme is that supposedly you're brought to this realm by the gods.
We've been talking about the theme a lot, you know? Yeah.
Right, and they're basically putting you in a contest to be able to try to pit you against one another to see who can become the demigod. You make offerings to the gods, you go around, you accomplish feats to be able to tame monsters or to collect artifacts. Do you feel like this game has a theme?
I don't. Okay. I do not notice the theme while I'm playing the game. And we do play a lot of games that have a theme where I do notice the theme. Maybe my character has a name and a personality, or the gods have more information about them. This game, I feel like, is about numbers and colors. I don't really notice the theme much at all.
It's funny you say numbers and colors, because then that means you don't really give names to the creatures you're collecting.
I don't. That's another thing that would kind of help. If the names of the creatures were on the cards,
they're
in the instructions.
Yeah, I just wanted to show the guys. If you want to keep talking, you can. Go ahead.
But if the instructions had a little story for each creature, I don't even know if that would help. I just really don't feel the theme while I'm playing the game, to be honest. I think the theme is kind of cute. It's got a cute little story at the beginning of the rule book, but you know, it doesn't really bother me that it doesn't.
Yeah, I can understand that. I think for me it's just about, the theme doesn't really exist. But for me it does work a little bit, I guess, that I don't necessarily need a game to have a theme to still enjoy it, but at the same time, this one I think, with the artwork, with the ability of the crafting, with the creatures, with the artifacts, I could kind of see it, but I think I'm forcing that onto it. Does that make sense?
It's good that it at least has a theme, because if it didn't, it would probably be pretty boring. I mean, it does have a pretty... It looks pretty on the table, and you do have creatures on the cards, and so, I mean, if it didn't have that, and it was just numbers and colors, let's face it, we'd complain.
Yeah,
so,
You're right. So we've talked about the luck, we've talked about the theme. Why don't we just talk about what were your Now, when I first showed this game to her, and I said, "Hey, look, you craft dice,"
I groaned.
I
groaned. I was like, "Oh,
she went from her bowels. She went,
No.
Because she thought of another game.
My very first thought was not another gimmicky mechanic. But now we have dice crafting. The first time we had card crafting. And I'm like, I do not want to sit through playing another game just to try out a gimmicky mechanic.
She hates Mystic Veil, guys.
Look, I like deck builders. I like deck builders, but Mystic Veil it's an average or less than average deck builder.
Say it this way. I like deck builders. I just like good deck builders.
Exactly. I like good deck builders. And you could have had a good deck builder that had the mechanic in it, but no. This Mystic Veil was just that mechanic. That was the only reason to play that game at all. This is a good game. It's not just that mechanic, you know?
Just say gimmick. You don't even have to say mechanic. Just say it's just not that gimmick. And I do agree, because every game has to have like a, you know, they got the lure out there, and what are they baiting you in with? They got something that's going to try to draw you in. And this one, it was the dice crafting. But of course, it also is the beautiful art and everything. So what is the dice crafting? You know, it looks cute that you can take these off and you can put a new face on, but does it really work? Well, it does.
It's a very balanced game, and you know, we really enjoy playing this game. No, I'll be honest. Yes, we have played this game a lot, but we typically will play a game a lot if we're going to do a review on it.
Yeah, we don't typically just play a game one time and then film it just to be first. We talked about that in other videos.
But there are games like Mystic Veil where you play them 4 or 5 times in order to review, and you just want to bash your head into the table because you're done playing this game.
Here's what's interesting about that, what you just said. The more I've played Dice Forge, the more I do really want to sit down and play. We have literally played this 8 times now, and it does play quick, and it's a lot of fun. Whereas Mystic Veil, the more I played, the less I liked it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the change up here.
Time you've played it that much.
And I'm glad we played both of these games as many times as we did, because, as like I said, Dice Forge just kept rising up while the other one just kept raising down. And if you don't play them enough, you don't know that. And so then you think it's a great game because, oh man, my first game was amazing and I just love this, and I'm standing on my head pooping snowballs at how amazing it is. Look, that's why you got to play these games enough. And this one has really just... It's increased its value is what I'm getting at, because a lot of times, you know how I am, I base value upon how much you spent and how much you replayed the game. And this one has already gotten 8 plays out of us. Mind you, we did play incorrectly, but we still loved it.
We liked it, even when we were playing it wrong. But yeah, we're going to play this more. You know, trust me, this is not going back in the box now. And it has that replayability because we've got cards we didn't use. We have the sides of the dice that we weren't able to use yet. And even if you have more players, you're personally not going to use those because the other players are going to gobble them up.
And I think that's what I like. And plus, Carmen and I have already come up with an idea of epic Dice Forge, where you use all the creatures and you use all the dice faces, and you play a full 10 rounds no matter how many players there are.
So we're excited to try that out.
And we're thinking we might film that next, just for the hey of it, just because it's like, why not? We've got the game. We're not done with this. I really enjoy this so much that I just want to keep playing it and filming it as long as you guys are going to be willing to watch it.
It's a balanced game. I don't feel like there's a runaway leader going on in this game.
It's got the luck. It does. But like I said, you mitigate your luck.
Exactly. You can take care of that luck with your skill.
Anything else you want to say before we wrap this? Because we could talk another 25 minutes on this if we want.
Notes, so I'm looking. I'm sorry. I think we
covered all your notes.
Everything. Yeah.
Because we could keep talking about how much we love this game.
And we did in the first video. We rambled on and on.
We appreciate you guys watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.